Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
What's going on YouTube? It's Filthy and we're back with another video. Today we're looking at Natalya's, which is the starting set for the Demon Hunter. We're going to show you how to do T16 with no Paragon at all, except for move speed and pickup radius, because let's face it, we're not savages. But yeah, no crit chance, no crit damage, no attack speed, no cooldown, no resource cost reduction, nothing like that. And yeah, you'll see we can do T16 pretty fast. If it looks familiar, it's going to be. But you do need a Rogue for this spec. If you don't get one, I'll show you another spec that will do T16 again, no Paragon, Imperial Gems, all that kind of stuff. Absolutely no worries. But before we do jump in, quick welcome to anybody who's new. As always, guys, a thumbs up brightens my day. So let's have a look at Nats. Nats, the two-piece, we get a cooldown reduction on Rain of Vengeance by 4 seconds whenever we attack. Rain of Vengeance is only 30-second cooldown, so we wipe 4 seconds off every time we attack. Well, we have to hit, but, pretty much the same thing. 4-piece Rain of Vengeance deals 100% increased damage. We don't really care. Rain of Vengeance doesn't do terribly much. But the 6-piece, after we do cast it, after we fire our load into the air, that's what she said, we get an extra 14,000%, which is great. And we also get 60% damage reduction. So damage reduction, we don't care. Gold wrap, Boon of the Hoarder, Avarice Band, as always, to keep our toughness. But for 10 seconds after we fire this, we do get this huge damage increase of 14,000%. Now, Nats is a 7-piece set. You get a ring, you get a weapon, you don't get any shoulders, but other than that you get the normal kind of pieces. So you can take 5 Nats, so hat, cloak, gloves, weapon, ring, and then you've got space for a Gears of Dreadlands. So you can do 4-piece Dreadlands. You just obviously need the shoulders. You will obviously need the Rogue, as we say, to make up these bonuses. But that will allow us to stack momentum for extra damage on the 2-piece of Gears of Dreadlands, extra damage reduction on the 3-piece, and also move speed. And we get the effect where Strafe will fire out the Hungering Arrow, which is obviously great. And then we just need the Hungering Arrow stuff. So a Siri Satchel going in the cube, Hungering Arrow does a bunch more damage and pierces, and then Hunter's Wrath, primary skills, attack 30% faster, and deal 200% increased damage. Obviously, lovely, jubbly. Now, I do have Dawn. You don't need one. It will work perfectly fine without one, but obviously you're going to look for one with your God build anyway. And what else we've got? Reaper's Wraps, completely craftable. You don't need them. I've just stuck them there because they are just a pair of braces that are very easy to get. And then any kind of amulet with double crit and would be great in a socket, basically. So again, any amulet will do. You don't really care about it. I've put Stone Jordan in just for a bit more damage. Again, conventional elements could go here, just anything with nice stats in the socket. We did use a Bane of the Powerful in the clears. We did also use this level 86 Simplicity Strength. But honestly, guys, as you can see, hopefully from the background footage, we can blast the T16 very fast. I've kept the main stat at about 10k, so I've got orgs on some of this stuff. I can't take them off, unfortunately. But all we can do is take all the Paragon out, and you will with this spec pretty much melt T16. Skills wise, it's going to look very similar to Gears of Dreadlands. The only change that we're going for really is Rain of Vengeance. So Strafe, Drifting Shadow for the move speed. This automatically fires out our Hungering Arrow, Devouring Arrow. So you want cold % damage where you can get it. Obviously, as you be building Gears of Dreadlands anyway, all of this tends to make sense. Vengeance Seethe is here for hatred. We generate hatred as we have this on. So obviously Dawn does help. 40% increased damage when it's up. Until you find a Dawn, you're not going to have great uptime, but obviously just do your best. Smokescreen Displacement, huge move speed whenever we pop this. Shadow Power Gloom, again, huge move speed when we pop this. 100% move speed for this one, 35% move speed for this one. They do suck your discipline dry, but at the end of the day, it's better to move fast some of the time. Rain of Vengeance, I don't think the rune on this matters at all. You're just using it for the activation of the bonus on the Natalya set. Passives wise, Bludge of Vengeance to keep up hatred. We've got tactical advantage. When we do pop or move abilities, we get a bit more move speed, 60% for 2 seconds. Perfectionist to give us some discipline reduction, which, you know, neither here nor there. And then Night Stalker, I think I'll put this on just to make sure that we keep up with hatred, because obviously whenever we left click we do get some back. But by all means, passives wise, I think they're all fairly open. The only one I would personally be loath to drop would be tactical advantage for the move speed, but you know, by all means, you can put in archery, you can put in awareness, you can put in Cold Weak for a bit more damage, Hot Pursuit for move speed, just whatever it is that you fancy. The passives really aren't terribly important. And it plays exactly like Gears of Dreadlands. The only difference is you have to press this button once every 10 seconds, otherwise your damage drops. And yeah, other than that, it is spin to win. Now, obviously, you need a rogue to make this work. You're going to do some bounties for your season journey anyway, so fingers crossed you do get lucky and you get one. But just in case you don't, let's have a little look at a 2-piece Gears of Dreadlands spec. So it's exactly the same in terms of we're going to use the Dreadlands, but we don't benefit from the 4-piece, so there's no point taking Strafe. So we still build up the stacks for the extra damage, which tap out at 20 and 200%. And other than that, we take the full Natalya spec. Now, obviously, you need gold shoulders, so you will be rolling your shards on those, and then just any other Gears of Dreadlands piece will do you absolutely fine. Again, in the clear, the game automatically puts this 125 rank simplicity strength, but in the background footage, with this one we were using the 86. Now, I have sneaked the convention of elements in to boost up the damage, but again, absolutely no Paragon when we did the clear. It is slower because we don't get any move speed from the god, you know, 4-piece, which would be pretty good. So for this one, what we've done is we've taken Wolf Companion just for a little bit of extra damage. So you press this and you get a 15% damage increase. Prep Focus Mines to give us a bit more discipline, because we're actually going to use Volt Tumble to get around the map with this one. So we're going to spam this out, and each second one gets a little bit of resource cost reduction. Rain of Vengeance, again, it doesn't really matter the rune, you're just activating it for the damage. And then for this one, you have to manually left click to blow the enemies up, because you're going to be using the Hungering Arrow, Devouring Arrow. Again, gone for the discipline reduction just to help with more mobility. Awareness we put on for this one just because we don't hit quite as hard, so we're not killing stuff quite as fast. And then ambush, again, just trying to get a bit more damage out of it. For the cube, it's exactly the same. The Siri Satchel, Hunter's Wrath, only change is the convention of elements. For both specs, the follower was fully geared out with a Nemesis and also a Flavour of Time. Obviously, early on, you're not going to have these things, but again, do your best. Avarice Band you will get from bounties, but even if you don't have one, there are things you can do for pickup radius. For instance, you could take the Ferret Companion as an option to get a bit of pickup radius if you wanted. But with the 4-piece God and 6-piece Natalyas, you do get quite a lot of damage reduction, because obviously you've got the 2 layers of it. You know, you would get the 60% here, and also 60% on this one. So, you know, you will be fairly tanky anyway. That's it, guys. That is Natalya's. It's not super easy to build as you're going, because realistically, you compare it with anything. It's a flat damage mod, so, you know, it can go with depth diggers, it can go with bowlers stuff, it can go with multi-shot stuff, it can go with rapid fire, you know, Odyssey's End, you know, Fan of Knives, anything you want, pretty much. So I think Natalya's is an absolute dream to build. Great 6-piece, loads of damage, works with everything, and you basically just start building Gears of Dreadlands. Now, do not spend loads of time doing bounties looking for a rogue. Dreadlands works perfectly fine with 6 pieces. Your goal when you're playing Nats, I think, really is to get onto GOD ASAP. But as I say, if you do get lucky and you do find the God pieces and a rogue early, you'll absolutely fly. And then just get your Gears of Dreadlands going and leave everybody else in the dust. So that is it, guys. That is the guide on Natalya's for T16. Use a rogue, don't use a rogue, doesn't matter. You'll clear it. Just get that Dreadland build up ASAP, and you will enjoy the season. I'll see you very soon for some more videos. Take it easy. Peace.